Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I haven't been doing much food shooting lately, and I've been paying a lot of attention to cocktails and doing some cocktail photography. So that's what we're going to work on today. Is I'm going to do a setup and cocktail photo. I've never done this before, so I'm kind of curious to see how it comes out. I'm going to have you guys along with me while I work on a cocktail photo. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and here we talk about food photography. If that's something you're interested in, I'd urge you to subscribe and follow along for more videos. Now, while we do food photography for the most part, we do different things sometimes. My last couple of videos were about the Osmo Action 3 and how I want to use it for food photography, which I'll talk about maybe a little bit later. It's not going to go the way I wanted it to. I've spending a lot of time on Instagram lately, and my feed's been kind of full of these cocktail shots, these cocktail photos that I thought were just really beautiful. So I am going to try one of those shots today and see how it comes. I do think there's a lot of the same aspects of food photography that goes into cocktail photography. But I'm going to work on that today, so we'll walk through a setup, and then we'll jump into the end and do a little bit of editing in Lightroom and go from there. So I'm not much of a cocktail drinker, so I don't know much about cocktails and putting cocktails together. I like my tequila neat, and that's pretty much all I drink. I've been watching some of these videos on YouTube from some of the guys that I've seen posting shots on Instagram, and there's one channel I came across. The guy's name is Anders Ericsson, and he does some really cool cocktail videos. And if you like cocktails and the kind of the history behind cocktails, I'd recommend you check out his channel. I will link it below so that you can see and take a look at what he does. I'm a big fan. The videos are shot really well, really interesting, and very detailed. And I was able to put this cocktail together very quickly by watching one of his videos. So it's called the Division Bell. It is named after the Pink Floyd album Division Bell, and it is traditionally made with mezcal. I am not a mezcal drinker. I think just not my style. So I'm going to sub tequila, just a Blanco, for the mezcal in that drink and see how it comes out. The drink is very pretty. It's very bright and kind of pinkish orange. So I will be doing that photo. Again, if you're into cocktails, check out his the link to his channel below. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is I've got this wooden board that I made myself, built it, stained it, and I want to use that for my surface. I also have these background surfaces I used from replica surfaces. I highly recommend them. They're water resistant. You can just wipe whatever kind of spill you have off those things. Pricey, but really good. Next, I want to use this little slate tile that I found. I think that'll make a nice counterpoint for the drink itself. That's my Nick and Nora glass, and now I'm looking at props. I have no idea props-wise what I'm going to do yet, but I'm just kind of throwing some things out there. Next is I've got my set kind of built, and I want to make sure the lighting is working. So I'm using an LED panel in the top left to catch kind of some highlights from the back rim of the glass, and then my large softbox on the right. That's about 60% power. It's an G 60 watt, I believe is what it's called. And you can see here kind of what my camera is seeing right now as I'm building out the set. So I've got the jigger in front, the Nick and Nora glass in the middle, and that slate. That little piece on top of the glass is the pick I'm going to use for my garnish, and then the shaker in the background. So I blocked that shaker with a black foam cord just so it doesn't pick up too much of the light. Next thing I want to do is start getting out my fruit and my cocktail ingredients. And to start, I'm putting a piece of lime down, so there's another little bit of color that's on there, not just the orange of the drink, even though it's extremely pretty. I did want something else, kind of a counterpoint to that color. So it'll be kind of that green and orange will be the two main colors in this image. So next thing I'm going to do is make the drink, and what I'm going to do is I'll put the recipe down below if you guys want to give it a shot. Again, it's a wonderful cocktail. I really enjoyed it. So last thing I'm going to do before I mix the drink is going to be to get my garnish set. So it is a kind of rolled up piece of grapefruit skin on the pick, adding my ice to the cocktail now, and then I'm going to shake it for about 10 seconds. Once I'm done shaking, that goes straight into the glass, and you'll see how pretty this color is when it comes out. But I want to get everything set so the second that cocktail hits the glass, I can go back and get my photo done, because I don't want to waste too much time and let too much condensation build up so that, you know, it becomes a little bit, it picks up too many highlights and it kind of hides the color and hides the drink itself. So, funny story, my shaker lid won't come off, it's stuck, so I had to jam this little bar strainer in there to get it to come out. But look how pretty that drink is, right? Beautiful. Once I've got that drink done, I'm putting the jigger back, I'm putting the cocktail strainer back because I only actually have one of each. I did mark where they each go so that I know where to put them back at. And now I can go ahead and get my photo done. Not much else to do from here. The set's already done, and you know, it's just, you know, clicking the button now. Oh, I thought that went pretty well. We'll head up now to the computer, get the photos in Lightroom and take a look, see what we got. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I might start drinking more cocktails. This is tasty. Well, that's good. So here we are. We're going to jump into Lightroom now. You may notice that it is a little bit later in the day, same day as I recorded the first video, but I couldn't get any focus on my camera. So I lost focus, so we're going to start with the edit again, because that's how my day has gone. All right, so these are the first three images, and the last three images I have that I like the best. I took about 20 images total, and of these three, I think I like this one the best. We're going to work on this one real quick, and the first thing I'm going to do is straighten it out a touch, and then crop to my 4x5, right about there. That looks good. Yeah, I like that. Now, one of the cool things you can do in Lightroom is select your subject, mask it, and just work on your subject. And that's what we're going to do first. So you can see here, the AI is going through and it's detecting what my subject is. And this is a pretty easy one. It got it right. Although I do need to make a quick adjustment with the brush and pull out some of this other area, because I don't want, when I make adjustments to this all to be included. So I'm going to brush this away. I think that's good right there. All right, so now any adjustments I make will only be made right where the red masking is. So click back on that, and now I can just adjust from there. And you'll see any adjustments I make are only made to my subject. Now, I mentioned earlier about the softbox emit light. You know, you can see the reflection right here. When I do this again, and I will do this again, I will move that light from directly to the side to more of the back and push it back so you don't see that quite so much here. But for now, I mean, like I said, it's the first time I'm doing this really, so brighten that up a little bit. Temperature's good. A little texture, a little clarity, touch of sharpness. And I think that's all I want for this one. So that's the mask that's affecting just my subject. You can see just what I've done. All right, so now that that's done, we're going to get off there and we're going to work on the entire photo as a whole so that I can bring everything up a little bit. Don't want it to look unnatural, although that's very much how the drink looks. Blacks are good, texture. I'll do a little bit of vibrance, but I'm not going to use the saturation here. What I want to do is use this tool here, which will let me adjust the saturation just for the colors that I need, which for this drink is orange and red. And you can see that's all I've used here. So using this same tool, I'm going to adjust the lime. And you can see that all it is adjusting is the yellow and the green. And that's it. And then I'm going to do a quick little luminance. This is normally for, like, if you've got high ISO noise reduction, you want to get rid of it, this will help with that. Too much will make artifacts, but just a little bit really gives it a nice kind of clean look. That is not the spot. I want to get rid of that spot real quick right there. All right, and there's our photo. So I hope this helped. Thanks for watching. Again, you know, it's my first time doing it, so it kind of, you know, I got to muddle it through with you guys. You know, I'd love to hear your comments, what you thought, you know, how it come out, what you would do differently. I do know I would kind of replace the lights a little bit if we did this for a second time, which I will. I may even do the same cocktail, just a different setup, because I have to admit that is one tasty cocktail. Again, called the Division Bell. I made mine with tequila. I'm going to have one tonight, I think, while I'm editing, you know, the rest of these videos. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoyed the content, you liked it, got something out of it, you know, I'd appreciate you hitting the like button and subscribing if you like these kind of videos. And for everybody out there, have a, you know, safe and happy holiday season. And I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Take care and bye for now.